Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You feel good about this night. You feel like things are really going to go well for you guys.
Fucking right.
That worries me.
Okay. Well, I'd like
That
to
just means
sneak
a
up into
demon.
the back area to see if anyone's there.
Okay, so are you solo just now?
I'll go with you. Are we gonna stealth?
You
Yes.
stealthing up? I'm not going to make you take a test for this because like you're not under duress or pressure or anything, so you know you can work it pretty well. So yeah, you make it into the back area, the little yard.
Is there anyone there? Is it empty?
There is no one there, but the truck is there.
A truck.
Can we try and open the back door of the truck? Like the...
It's already open.
Is it empty in the truck?
No, the barrels are in there.
Can I go feel if the barrels have got anything in them?
Certainly, and they do not.
So there are a bunch of empty barrels
Okay.
hanging out in the truck, and the truck's not even shut. Okay.
This
Probably
isn't just me
dumping
at all.
of blood.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me an awareness check.
All of this?
No.
Just those who are there.
I pass.
You smell blood. You smell a lot of blood in the truck, actually.
You're okay.
Okay.
I assume you point this out to me.
Yeah, I do.
I think Condrum is a sick motherfucker for thinking that this is gonna be a good night.
Yeah. Zell puts his hand
Not
on
me.
Red and says, "Stop licking the truck. It's covered in blood."
You're gonna get
Red
yourself
speeds up
a
the
wee-
skin.
Red does not lick trucks.
I just fucking love trucks, guys.
Alright, so we have some decisions now. We breaking into this. Maybe we try that. I like the back door with the lock. Is it closed still, Solitaire? Or is the truck are there some activity going on with this truck, or is just the truck's parked out back with this door open and the door to the building is locked?
It's sort of, you know those military trucks which have the tarp over the top?
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, there's no formal back doors
Gotcha.
to it. It's just kind of
Okay.
like a pickup sort of fold
Yeah.
down.
And the back door itself.
The back door itself is closed.
Alright, so why
I
don't
suggest we try and go through that.
So can we wait? Can we bring the rest of the
yes, the rest of the group
party
over.
over
Yep.
and try to break in?
How are you going to do that? How are you going to get the rest of the team over?
Use the hand box.
Stake back out.
Use
lead
the
around
hand
the
box.
out.
Yeah, I
Oh,
use
yeah.
the hand box.
Oh yeah.
It's like the most obvious thing. Alright, hey, bring out your fucking mobile phone.
It's like a walkie-talkie.
Oh, I'm
not
sorry to
used to
scratch you on your
using those.
mobile, but can you come here?
Okay.
Meanwhile, Matters like walking off to shop.
Alright.
Alright, so everybody joins up, and you're at the back door. What do you want to do?
How,
Let's try to open
Don't
it.
you have this key thing?
I
That-
do.
okay.
I want to open it. I'm just worried that now that we're trying to not check every door for booby traps, it's going to have
We
a
already
grenade on
checked this
it.
one for booby traps.
Yeah, we already checked this one. It had nothing.
Okay.
Do you want to do an awareness check first to see if there's anyone inside?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna listen at the
The
door.
wider his eyes, the more likely I am to agree with him.
Do we get any bonuses to listening at the door?
Do you want all of us to do this or just Madder?
All of us, we can all listen.
Everybody-
Shut up,
I
people,
guess
and
you
listen.
can all listen together.
Ah, finally succeeded at a roll. That wasn't like
Okay,
charming dude.
you're all pretty damn silent, and you cannot hear anything inside. Apparently, none of you hear anything, but Ara specifically hears nothing. Ed specifically hears nothing. Sorry.
Okay.
Door
So that
time.
means I think it's probably safe to try to unlock this door with my multi-key.
I will point out I've got my weapon drawn at this point.
Yeah, same
we
here.
all do.
I have my hand on my
Which
pistol.
weapon, though? Is
My-
No,
I
no,
God.
it will be fine.
Shotgun,
I can draw any weapon as a
chainsaw,
free action, so I'm not
or
worried
is
about
it
it yet.
My chainsword.
I unlock the door.
Alright. Door unlocks. Door opens, and you walk into the kitchens. There's nobody in the kitchens. It seems deserted. The kitchen stores are dusty, dirty, and entirely unsanitary. The main storeroom contains surprisingly little by the way of food, except for some stacked crates of protein concentrate and a vat of fungal medium. An area has been set aside with a supply of concentrated military-style rations, complete with its own set of cutlery and utensils, which, unlike the rest of the kitchen, are scrupulously clean. The main kitchen area is dominated by two huge soup vats with gas burners underneath, beside which a pair of ancient and decrepit-looking servitor drones sit deactivated when not in use.
Can I do a web check?
What are
So
you
you
looking
said
for?
Is there any
like-
visible signs of blood, like where the blood was come from, or like the barrels that may not be empty at this point?
Yeah, there is. I mean, if you look in
In the
the
soup
soup
vat?
vats, yeah, you can see it.
How many soup? Did you say there were two?
Yep.
Two big soup vats. And
Okay,
everything,
and there's several side
everything is
doors as
dirty
well.
except for like where the rations are, where they're like super clean.
Yeah.
I have a question. Maybe I can activate the servitors to maybe. Can they relay information, scout around for us or something?
No, they're not those kind of servitors.
Okay. What can they do?
Make food.
They would just fucking like stir the soup and shit, like
Oh, okay.
very basic tasks.
Okay, I guess we carry on out of the kitchen then. If there's
Okay,
like
now you got
only
two
the-
choices because you don't really know what carrying it the way out of the kitchen. You get the impression that one set of doors would lead to the refectory area, and there's another set of doors set off to the side.
Maybe we should go to the refactor area and check out the mirror again.
Well, the problem is, what are we going to do? We're not going to see anything more in the dark in there. We could break the mirror, but that's going to give away what we're doing.
No,
So perhaps...
it seemed like it was movable.
Oh, you
Wait,
think it's going to be
did you
open?
say that the like we can see, we're on the other side of the mirror?
No,
No,
that's
no,
not what
not
he
at the
said.
moment, but in the refactory,
Right.
there was
So you want to go and try and move the mirror and like reveal a passage or something behind it?
yes.
Okay.
And
so you
did
walk
we
into the
determine that
refectory.
did we determine that the soup vats were full of
We
blood?
did
They're
it.
not full of anything; they're empty, but blood
Empty.
residues.
Can
blood
we
residue?
maybe before we enter the refactory?
We should wake the drones up and ask for their recipe? No? Oh, sorry.
Maybe do an awareness check if there's anyone in there.
In
Or
the
is
in
it
the soup vat?
unnecessary? In the refactory.
Okay, give me an awareness check. In fact, you can look through some of the serving hatches, and you don't see anybody through them.
Fantastic.
So no awareness check.
You don't need to roll an awareness check for that.
Okay, so let's go to the mirror and I'm gonna like really look at it and maybe try to pry it open. In the direction it
so-
seems the dust like it's moving. So
Yeah, it sort of seems to be on catches, so you could lift it a little bit and pull it away from the wall. It would require all of you to do this, to carry it.
Can we like check if it's booby trapped or something first, please?
It's a glass mirror. How do you check
No.
if it's booby trapped?
no, I don't think so.
Everything is except the shit we checked.
It's being moved. It's being moved regularly, so it wouldn't make sense for it to be booby trapped.
Fine, if we blow up, I'm blaming you.
Fair enough.
Yes, fine, you can do that.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
You
Okay,
feel the consequence.
everybody, give me a strength check at a plus 30.
Plus 30, did you say?
Fail. Fail.
I'm not helpful at all.
And pass. Okay. Do you want to fate point that?
No.
I only have one left, so I'm
Okay.
saving
As
it for when I
you
get
all
shot.
try and pick this up off the wall, Red and Ilza's grip comes away from them, and they drop the fucking mirror on the ground, and with a very loud crack. It doesn't shatter, just a very large crackdown.
Well, we were gonna murder everyone in here anyway, so it's okay.
All right, 7 years bad luck. We move on.
You don't hear any movement after this. You're all kind of still, like
Like,
listening to see if
Shit.
anybody's.
I'm gonna check out two things. I'm gonna check out for nearest cover, and I'm gonna check what's behind the mirror.
At this point, can we just break the mirror and get?
No.
get
It's out of our way. It's out of our way. We don't need to break any more mirrors.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's on the ground now. Like you fucking dropped it.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So behind the refectory, so you actually find that the glass is two-way. One-way glass, and there's a false compartment set into the wall behind it, and it's forming a sort of compact booth. Inside there is some kind of scanning device, and some kind of a computer attached to it, a cogitator attached to it.
Zara, check that shit
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna check that shit out.
Give me tech use test at +20.
Tech use +20, so tech use int 50, 70 then.
Okay. Good.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Cool. You've actually dealt with a device very similar to this, like with your degrees of success. I'm giving you-
His vibrator runs off the same computer system.
Okay, you identify this as a bio-auspex, and you know it has a range of about 5 meters, and it is set to take proxy readings of any person who passes by the mirror. And the cogitator itself would actually contain a lot of medical and personal files for everyone. Closer inspection of this reveals that the actual data itself goes back as much as 2 years. And the removal of the liquid core data cell, it can be removed and taken by you.
Yes.
Do it. Take
I
it.
will take it. So I gain a talent, not a talent, item, and it's a data cell, liquid data cell.
Yeah.
A
Cool.
liquid core data cell.
Can I read it, or I should probably keep it for later.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like we
We
can.
should go kill
Do you know?
some
Do you
stuff.
know the data it contains? It contains like personal records on lots of.
Can
so-
Can we take the
do a-
scanner? Is the scanner
I take-
portable?
No.
Can I do a quick logic test on the data? Maybe something pops out.
Expecting like a what book or something like.
Do you mean like you're gonna
It's a
try
fucking
to?
hard drive type thing, right? Like,
No. While it's in there,
Sounded like a no.
can I?
no.
No.
It's,
Can we
it's
head
like
upstairs now, then?
record only. There's no kind of reading from it.
Okay, it's no output only. So, sure. So,
All
Can we
right.
try to head upstairs, or
Yeah,
maybe through the
let's-
other door of the kitchen?
Let's sneak upstairs.
We could check the other room out. That doesn't make that's not a bad idea. If there's a room we haven't been in this building, it might be worth checking that.
Yeah, let's do that first. May as well.
Do we want to replace the mirror in the hopes that no one?
Fuck it. It's
We just
cracked.
cracked it.
Oh, right. We cracked it. It didn't shut.
God, we'll have to
Didn't
strength
shatter,
chest
but it
against that. Like, we'll probably this time all of us fail and die. So let's move on.
Okay, you said there was a room you hadn't been to. Which room are you talking about?
The
Said there
one.
was 2 exits from the kitchen.
Inside the kitchen, there are 2 sets
Okay.
of doors.
Okay, so you go back into the kitchen. There's a large metal door, and you open it up, and you reveal it actually goes into a pantry type area. Right. So you enter through the kitchen, and the box room contains a series of stacked metal drum canisters, and it smells heavily of blood.
These are full, right?
They have lids on them.
Just like poke one a little hard, so if you can sense if it's full or not.
You hit one, and you get the impression that it's not empty.
Okay.
So the food that we didn't eat this afternoon, was it soup? Like, I'm just wondering if inside
The soup is a
these
red
things-
herring matter.
No, I mean, inside these things, is it just blood, or is it blood and other
It sounds
stuff?
like they're mixing blood with other sorts of food.
Yeah.
With, like
to
some
make a-
kind of protein supplement thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fungal mixture.
Fungal mixture. Right.
Can maybe
Okay.
Condrum, can you make a test to see whose blood is it?
Can you give me an awareness test, please, guys?
Thank God.
Can you test if this is definitely blood?
Awareness is against perception.
Okay. those who pass actually notice that on the drums themselves there are actually a series of
Labels.
codes and dates set on them. And Perrin, give me a logic test.
Perrin, take a picture with your data slate.
Should I make it a selfie?
Do you have a selfie stick? Because if you don't, no. He passes again, right?
He passed his
Yeah,
logic
that's
test.
again. Okay, there was actually a small runoff of data from the little room to the side, and you notice that the dates and codes match and tally those on the barrels.
So
The one on the data slate that he picked up? Or the data cell?
The core, yeah. There was a little runoff of some of the data, and the dates and codes match up with the barrels.
So it sounds like they're kidnapping people that come past and extracting their blood for some reason. Is that the assumption we're gonna make it?
Are you
to
gonna, like, what are you wanting to do with the barrels? Because
do-
they're still closed, right?
You want us to look in them, Solitaire?
If you want to look in them, you can fucking look in them.
maybe the.
I guess they've got blood in them, perhaps.
I guess we could double check. Do we also look in the salt shaker in case it's labeled incorrectly? Okay, we can look in the. Let's look in the
Point
barrels.
is, if we open it, can Calgarial Conjurum confirm whose blood is it?
Why don't we keep a sample and then we can test it at some place that, you know...
Okay, so you open the barrels?
We open one barrel.
Okay. It's not just blood that's in here. There are actually quite a lot of limbs as well. Human
Ooh,
limbs.
this is where Shen puts them.
Everyone, give me a fear test.
Wait,
What does that test
if I
against?
have jaded. This apply at all?
This
here?
is fear 1. If you have jaded, you're immune to it.
Awesome.
What is fear against?
It's against willpower.
Fuck.
I'm terrified.
Okay.
I literally shit myself right here.
Oh my god, I passed.
Why would they put them in barrels? It makes no sense!
How many fucking degrees of failure is that, Filthy? That's 1,
I
2,
laugh
3,
at Filthy
4,
cowering on the floor.
5, 6, and Perrin fails by 4. Holy shit, that's quite a lot.
I get a little. I get a vomity. Go like.
Adding +10 to the result for each degree of failure.
I must have seen some
I
decapitated...
time to man
or
the fuck up and get on with the mission.
I've seen some unattached limbs in my time.
I was gonna say,
Not
we
in a
just
barrel, but I can keep it
brutally
together.
murdered people
I'm
with a
kinda used to
chain
this.
sword. Are we really that worried about a couple limbs?
Barrel
Well,
of...
I'm jaded. It's
Well,
you.
I am terrified. This
It's the first
apparently.
time you guys have seen something like this, right? Okay, Filthy, roll me a 1d100.
Not me. I this shit all the time.
55, and you failed by how many degrees? It was 6 degrees, right? So that's 110.
That sounds bad.
Okay, fainting
Maybe you
dead
should
of
use a
weight.
faint
The
point.
character keels over and remains unconscious for 1d5 rounds. Once he
Okay, we're in
regains
narrative
consciousness, he is still shaken and takes all tests with a -10 penalty
For how
until
long?
the encounter. Okay, so you're like.
Are we in an
unconscious
encounter right now?
No, you're not. So
Right.
you're unconscious for about 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh, okay. I rolled the top roll you could get on that roll, by the way, on a d5.
All right, and Perrin, you got 4 degrees. Can you roll me a 1d100? 21. That's not too bad. The character is frozen by terror. He can take no actions until he recovers. After snapping out of it, he makes all tests with a -10 penalty for the rest of the encounter. Okay, you don't get knocked out by this.
Ills from a feral world with a specialization in toughness and a reputation for killing orcs. After brutally murdering up to 10 people prior to this by beating them to death with his maul, sees a couple limbs floating in blood, passes out, remains unconscious for a large extended period of time, and is so shaken from now on that he reacts negatively.
Phil,
Gotcha.
apparently-
I just want to get in character.
Because you can't handle blood. That's why you're using a maul, not a sword.
Yeah,
I just want to get in
really
character.
upset by the concept of
My
really,
character.
like it shakes you to your core. You have this
Maybe
very
the thought of you
visceral-
almost eating this stuff earlier is just
Okay.
deeply unsettling.
All right. So I'm unconscious for 5 minutes, or was it 25 minutes? What does it work? 5 times what?
5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. All right.
Thankfully,
I see the.
we're in narrative
contents of
time.
I see the contents of the barrel, and then I feel myself going weak in the knees, but I see Eels keeling over and go like.
Is there a handy pen around
I-
that I can draw
and
on
I
Il's
go like-
face during this time?
I feel like a weak, trying to conceal my own fear.
Okay, so narrative time, advance 5 minutes.
Okay.
Wait, I want to do an awareness check to find a pen to write pussy
No.
on Il's face somewhere.
Okay, give me an awareness test. Now this is a kitchen, so I'm going to give you minus.
No,
20.
it's a pantry.
20.
Well, pantry kitchen.
Damn it. I don't
Don't
know.
find
You
a
do not
pen.
find a pen.
All right.
You do not write on Ilse's face.
I'm so scared that I can't like notice anything. What the?
Are we all supposed to do awareness?
No.
Like,
All right.
Really, it's just Zelda
Okay.
to the pen.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So Ills wakes up
100.
a little shaken. He's confused as to why he had this reaction, but moving on.
Okay.
Do we still get the
Um,
minus 10 penalty?
No, there's no encounters.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
You kind of settle yourself a little bit, so you're okay. All right. What do you want to do now? You want to look in the barrels again?
No, I think we've had enough of that.
Maybe have
No. We know
I'll
that
take
they're.
a sample of
Or,
the blood.
wait, hang on. Were these human limbs?
Okay. You want to take a sample of the blood?
Your lost video matter.
Oops. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't know why that is.
Okay, so I'll just.
I'll
have a
just
sample.
go out of the room for that.
Would you like the jaded person to do this for you, just in case you come over with a sense of terror again?
I'll go in the kitchen and draw my shotgun and just like look really fiercely at the door or something.
Wait, what?
Zero, can you take a picture of the barcode on
Yeah,
the
please.
barrel?
Can you please bring
Please
me the
Please
barrel?
take some pictures.
Can you please?
Right. I'm
No,
just going to
it's
point
heavy.
something
It's
out.
full.
Okay, I'm ready for this, Gio.
Hold on, guys. Right. This is the kind of stuff that Soken was asking for when he was asking for evidence of what's been going on.
Yeah.
in,
So
Okay.
take
Yeah.
pictures.
Right.
I take a limb and put it in my
Parrot.
backpack.
Does anyone?
Oh,
Does anyone else want to take the pictures?
No,
Give
you
me
have the
fucking
fucking
data
thing.
slate.
Just snap some photos, asshole, and let's move on.
Yeah, you're
Hey,
okay
you were
now.
the one who killed
You're
over.
steeled against.
That gave you 5 minutes of time to take photos. What are we waiting on?
You're steeled
Yeah.
against us now. You swallow
fine.
down the rising bile and you take some fucking pictures.
I
Sufficient evidence, okay?
I
You've
take
got
out the.
Fantastic.
You've
I
taken
take
blood
out-
samples. You've got the data core. You've got the codes.
Excellent.
All right. What do you want to do now?
So now the question
Upstairs.
is: Do
Let's go
we
upstairs.
run with?
No, we have not- we have
blood
not
samples,
solved the
to
problem.
eliminate this heresy.
or do we go murder some people who may or may not murder us first?
This
The
is
latter.
heresy. We need to eliminate it. I would go upstairs.
And additionally, like, what have we found? We've found that this place is scanning people who walk by, and we have some blood stuff, right? I mean, that's about all we found. I don't know that this is. Look, this could be anything. This could be illegal organ donating. This could be new types of food. This could be some fucking Halloween costume shit. Let's move on.
All
Like,
right,
we don't know
let's
what's going
kill
on.
some fuckers.
Let's
Go
go to the
upstairs.
second floor.
I want to see the
All
Space
right.
Marine with his
But
fucking armor.
very, very good.
Although I would like to sneak up like 5 or 6 steps ahead of them just to poke around corners and see if I can see any people like guarding the upstairs area at all.
I would think that we're all on pretty high
no
alert
guards.
right now, too. Do we want to do any more awareness
No
checking?
guards. And, as you're walking up, you don't need to do awareness checks. As you're walking up, which can, you're walking up the stairs. You get to the landing. The majority of this floor is made up of a series of unused offices or austere chambers, divided by corridors and thin partition walls.
Can we?
Many are just filled with scattered papers, and one of them actually has a sleeping guard in it.
Perfect. Someone should just slice his throat in his sleep. Please.
I
Really?
will volunteer to do that then.
Hold on.
I'm not sure why, but
That's our plan. We don't want any information from him.
Silently murder the guard.
Okay. How many? So
He's a guard.
Solitaire, we've been upstairs. We've explored the upstairs a little bit. We found one room with a sleeping guard and nothing else. Is that accurate, or is there more stuff that you have that we haven't?
I think he's just the first.
There
thing
is
to come
something
to,
else
right?
you found as well. There is one office which looks more austere than the rest, and actually looks a little bit used. It's slightly tidier, and on the door there's a plaque that says the director's chamber.
By the way, can we see what room? Well, Lily said that not Lily, ever saw that he saw lights in the house on the second floor. Can we look on the offices on the street side? Maybe those are. Is it to the street
By
side?
second floor, we are using British measurements, so that would be
Okay,
American
first floor. First.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay,
We're
so
on
we're
the
not even on the right
first
floor
floor,
yet.
Oh, I didn't realize this had more than 2 stories.
Okay.
Anyway, I slit the throat of this guard just because Red told me to, and I like blood.
He'll-
give me
he'll-
a stealth check.
I've passed out again.
Presumably, you're going up real close.
He's asleep. I should have some bonus of this. Like,
No, because as you're getting closer, it gets.
It
more.
starts clapping as you get
It's,
closer.
it's an opposed test against his awareness. Okay?
oh, I nail it anyway.
Okay, give me a second. I just need to see if he passes his awareness test. Okay. You successfully sneak up right next to him, and he's still soundly asleep.
I want to take out my silenced pistol.
No,
No,
don't
just
waste
use
a
your-
bullet.
In the head.
Just fucking use your.
sword. Use your sword, just don't turn it on.
Okay, fine.
Silence.
This is fight with the sword.
A
What did the
silent
Inquisitor see in
pistol
this group?
Is not truly silent.
I know.
Just quiet.
Oh my fucking god. Alright. Alright. Billy, give me a weapon skill test at a plus 40. You slice his fucking. Okay.
Is it decapitated?
No, but he's not making any noise.
Nice.
He's dying.
So let's look into the director's office. That didn't help my stomach at all. Thank you.
Oh, was that guard in front of the director's office?
No, he was in a separate room.
It was in a room or in front of a room?
He was in a separate.
And did he have pictures of his
Oh.
family and children all around him as he was sleeping soundly at his desk? I hope
We're
so.
way past
I
that.
hope so.
Fuck
Okay.
that noise. Is there a? Do we need to investigate the area around the guard, or can we just continue?
You can just continue. Nothing of interest.
Okay.
Okay, good. But the director's office, maybe we want to peek in there.
Okay, accessed from an ornate locked door off the landing, which is unlocked just now. No need for a security test or checking for booby traps.
Cool.
There's a pretense of normality in this room, and it's actually quite imposing, and it's maintained in a fairly pristine condition. The room's dominated by a large mural of the Tantalus Combine symbol on the panel wall behind the director's marble-top desk. Okay, on top of the desk you find a functioning auto quill, some neatly stacked layers of clean parchment, and a small deactivated matriculation engine made of metal.
Can
Maybe.
I
Autofill.
determine what that thing is?
A matriculation engine. What is that?
Give me a tech use test.
Yeah, because I want to know too. Because when I
Karen
Google
should do that.
matriculation, I get is the formal process of entering a university.